Mr. Harry Roque has bank documents which were discovered in the Lucky South 99 raid. He's already mentioned this earlier. Mr. Chair, number 5, Harry Roque's executive assistant and confidant resided in Lucky South 99 when Porac was raided. As already mentioned earlier. Number 6, Harry Roque's subsidiary, Biancham, owns 99% of PH2, which housed San Liming, Red Notice Interpol suspect who has links and is cited as IT administrator of Lucky South 99. Number 7, Harry Roque's holdings have, well, we still have to discuss this, but I believe, as far as we're concerned, legally, putting aside your story of family, has unexplained increases worth 60 million in cash, 125 million in advances, and 35 million in investments in FHPMC. And lastly, Mr. Chair, the last point was actually about the 35 million. So as I mentioned, why I asked this earlier, it seems to be, for every point when taken individually, Mr. Harry Roque has some explanation. It's either, not to quote this, not to be brash, but you have to understand how much we take this with disbelief na may namatay, they won't be able to testify, it's a family matter, it is private, I have nothing to do with it, I am not the lawyer. All of these are usually plain denials on the part of Mr. Harry Roque. However, what I mentioned earlier, it seems to be that coincidence hounds Mr. Harry Roque. Seems to be coincidence follows him around and could explain everything. But the fact of the matter is, Lucky South 99 seems to hound Mr. Roque. As I mentioned it, he has been representing over the property subject by Lucky South 99. His executive assistant lived in the compound of Lucky South 99 despite living an hour away from the aviation school in Clark. He also has he has arranged the meeting between Cassandra Ong and Chairman Tenko, which he says was supposed to be whirlwind, but as far as we're concerned, and the testimony not by Haroki, but by Chairman Tenko himself, was that all that they discussed was Lucky South 99 matters. And the list goes on and on, the back documents found there. It is mentioned that it's because it is memorabilia of his EA. But the fact of the matter is, Lucky South 99 strikes again. Mr. Chair, of course, I'm not saying this as a final verdict, but I hope you understand, Mr. Chair, that for the Quadcom, we are here to listen to every piece of evidence, and they all seem to indicate one direction. And the missing piece now, I think for me it is clear. I don't know with the rest of the members of the Quadcom. At best, there is a link with Lucky South 99. At worst, this is a terrible, terrible string of coincidence. But one thing that we should ascertain from this point on, why I was reserving my comment for the motion by Congresswoman Luistro to request for the documents of the trust, for the documents regarding the family matters of Mr. Roque. While we understand the want for privacy, Mr. Chair, these coincidences seem like more than just coincidences. And the missing link now, if we see that there's a link with Lucky South 99, the question now is that we have to verify, how do we explain these supposedly, as far as I'm concerned, unexplained increases through his subsidiaries and through his companies? So I think, Mr. Chair, that should be the direction, at least for the portion regarding Mr. Harry Roque. And actually, Mr. Chair, I still had some questions regarding the leases, regarding Ms. Paterna and his relation with Harry Roque, and we have other questions regarding Lucky South 99. But seeing as we have been now at this hearing for 7 hours, I think I would like to yield to the other interpellators in the hall. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.